Hello class, welcome to our third lesson in the skill-related fitness unit, speed and agility. Now I put these two together because usually they are trained together. Now, to be quite honest, I know what speed is, but I've never possessed it myself. So today we're going to look at what they are, what are some factors that affect each of them, and how do we train each of them. What is speed and agility? Well, looking at speed is the ability to move our body or parts of our body as quickly as possible. When we look at sport, usually we're talking about the fastest way to move from point A to point B, so straight line speed. Now our speed is somewhat limited by our genetics. If we want to be an elite level sprinter, for example, we need a high percentage of fast twitch muscle fibers. But we can maximize what we have. Speed is important to have in sport because it puts a lot of pressure on defenses because they have to react to the amount of speed that a team has. Agility is the ability to move and change direction and position of the body quickly and effectively while under control. And when we use agility, we're usually responding to things around us. So in tennis, when the player is moving to get to the ball, they're using agility. In team sports, they might use agility to move around the defensive players as quickly as possible. There are many factors that affect our speed. Some we can control, such as acceleration, which is how quickly you can move from a stationary position. Deceleration, that's how well we can maintain our speed. And strength, which allows us to generate more force, create more power in their movements. We can control those things, we can train those things. Also our movement technique, we can work on different starts and different running techniques as we go through. But there are some things out of our control. Genetics plays a big factor. Again, I mentioned before, percentage of fast twitch fibers that allows us to create more energy quickly for speed. Our body structure and our body weight. Obviously, if you have more weight, it's tough to generate a lot more speed. And then also, depending where we are, might have external factors like air resistance. Some factors affecting agility include reflexes. We need our body to react as quickly as possible to a situation. Coordination, we need to make sure those body parts work together to move as quickly as possible. Balance, again, this is why the ready position is important in athletics. We want that low center of gravity ready to move. Speed, again, we want to move as quickly as we can. And then obviously correct response. If I need to go right and I go left, that's going to affect my agility. Different ways we can train for speed. One thing you can do is you can go out and just do sprints and different types of sprints, work on that. But we can also do interval training, which we mentioned before. Again, that's changing the intensity of the sprints. There's cross drill. Cross drill is we start at the center and we go out to each corner as quickly as possible with back to the center. And pyramids, where we increase the distance and then decrease the distance, going up and down as we train. Some different ways we train for agility. One, we can use a shuttle run. Again, the shuttle run also tests for agility. It's an agility test. But we can train using that when we're moving as quickly as we can in a small space. Lateral plyometric jumps. We're jumping laterally over an object like a hurdle in the picture. Again, focusing on explosiveness and moving as quickly as possible. Ladder drills. We can do many different patterns with the ladder drills. Forward, backward, in and out. And again, that works on our agility, moving as quickly as we can. Summarizing today's lesson, we looked at speed and agility. And speed is how quickly we can move our body or body parts from point to point. Agility deals with changing position and direction of our body quickly, reacting to our situation. Speed and agility are affected by different factors. Speed, we have things we can control, like our acceleration or deceleration. Things we can't control, genetic factors, like the amount of fast twitch fibers that we have. Agility is affected by our reflexes, coordination, balance, speed, our response to the situation, make sure we have the correct response. And we can train for each of those. Training for speed, we can do sprints, interval training, cross drills, pyramids. Agility, we can do shuttle runs, lateral plyometric jumps, ladder drills. So after going through this lesson, I want you to think about how you use speed and agility in your sport or activity, and what are some ways you could train or improve your speed and agility.